we find our group made their way into the wildwood, to the real Seven Arches, led there by Lemma Feldthorn, the halfling Oaksteward, in need of help. She's directed our party, but they have found most strange occurrences in the wildwood. Venturing to the location, they've come across some strange shadows that seem to distort reality. Taking damage as they move through quietly, they come across Oakstewards that are performing some sort of ritual with a wounded unicorn. You have managed to avoid their attention as we begin. Let's bring you over here. Yara, it is your turn. You see 3 Oakstewards around this unicorn. They are seemingly trying to hold it down. You hear it neigh as it tries to loosen its bindings. What do you do?
So, I have walked forward and I said, "Hello, darlings." That being said, looking at them, is there one in particular that is holding on to it?
The 2 on the north and south side appear to be sort of tying down the bindings. The one in the back has a knife. This one has a knife drawn towards the unicorn.
All right. Let me see here. Now, does it look like those fellows are struggling at all?
A bit.
All right. Let's see here really quick. With my movement, I would have liked to move a little bit closer. I only moved about 10 feet, so I will move another 15 if that is all right. Or
Okay.
actually, I'll move another 10 for now. And that should be enough, I believe. Yes. And with that, I'm going to go ahead and pull out...
As you get closer, you can see that these Oakstewards all have strange leaf masks on their faces.
Interesting. All right, well, I'm going to pull out my flute of charm, and I'm going to try and play a little bit of a tune.
Oh, are you now?
Indeed I am. All right.
Okay.
Just a performance check, yes?
Yes. Did that roll a performance check?
No, it didn't.
Okay.
Oh, it did. Oh, it rolled attack.
I see attack.
Which...
It would be the same, actually, yeah, because it would be +3, yeah. So
Okay.
that would be it.
Alrighty. Let's take a look here.
They must make a will save of DC 13.
Okay. Okay. This is a success. As you begin to play your mysterious tune, you can see, and which one were you sort of trying to charm with your focus here, your performance?
My darling with the knife.
Ah, the one back here? Okay. They have a sort of more feminine looking figure beneath their robes and such. And they start to shake their head as they turn towards you. You feel something like a connection has been formed there.
Very good, very good. Perhaps, we don't hurt that beautiful creature. That'll be my turn.
Okay. Arashtak.
Yes. So these two here and here, the north and south, they are trying to bind the unicorn, yes?
Yes, they are almost done.
That seems inconvenient. I would like to, let's see, move up. How far is this? Yes, I'll move right just a bit behind you. And that should put me in range of this one. Very good. Now... Oh, they're binding a magical being. I'll assume that's a magic rope. I would like to use acid splash upon this one.
Directly towards the Oaksteward.
Yes.
All right.
With kind of a dripping green liquid, I flick my hand out, attempting to splatter upon him. With a 19 to hit.
Okay, and that is versus just regular AC, right?
Correct.
That is a hit.
Wonderful. That deals a total of 5 damage. Yes, 4 acid and 1 splash acid, which I don't entirely know what it means by that, but they still take 5.
Okay. I think
Take him to...
Is it splash damage increases to 2? It's not an AoE, is it?
I don't know.
I don't see anything that says AoE. Just says +1 splash acid damage. That's extremely confusing. Okay.
Ah, it's damage that is dealt if you miss.
Oh, okay. Excellent. All right. Okay, so is it 4 damage or 5 damage? That is
5. It is additional. It does a minimum of 1, even if I miss.
Okay. Alrighty. And is it, there is a persistent damage as well?
Only on a critical.
Oh, okay. Alright. Is that it for your turn?
Yes, it is.
Arcelia.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I will take 2 actions to run forward. And then for my last action, are these braziers of fire here? What exactly do we see as terrain?
Yeah, it's pretty much what you see is what you get. There's this shadowy sort of landscape all around you with mist, and there are braziers, 6 of them lit around this sort of palette of wood and 1 arch in between the Oaksteward and this unicorn.
All right, I'm actually going to move here, so that would be 35, still my 2 actions. With my last action, I would like to try to slash down on the rope with my battle axe.
Okay. Go ahead and make an attack roll.
16.
16 will do it. You slice the rope as the Oaksteward sort of gets pulled backward. The rope goes sailing out of their hand as they stumble backwards a little bit, and one of the ropes goes free from the unicorn. You can see it sort of buck and neigh as the other Oaksteward can't quite hold on by themselves. They let go of the rope. The unicorn is free.
That will be my turn.
Okay. Since you surprised the Oakstewards, they are not getting a turn this turn. Adronis.
Said the unicorn is free.
The unicorn appears to be free, yes.
30. Okay, I'm going to run around the base and stay on the outside and try to remain. Well, they don't know that I'm here, right?
They haven't had the chance to sort of react, but you are not currently stealthed. There's stuff going on so that they know something's up right now, but they haven't seen you in particular.
Okay. And there's no dash, right? You cannot dash.
Well, I mean, you can just use multiple turns. To move.
Your full movement?
Yes.
Yeah, you can spend more of your actions to move more.
Okay. Then I will, let's see. Okay, I will go here.
Okay.
And I'll just kind of duck behind this cover here.
That is an arch. That is
arch.
one of the 7 arches.
Oh, then I will move there instead.
This is an Ayudara that is in front of you.
All right. I will not be paying attention to that. I will be right behind the pillar leg of it.
Okay. You will be taking cover.
Yes.
Okay. Get a +4 bonus, I believe, to your AC.
Yes. If there's already cover available.
Okay. New round. The unicorn is going to buck around and it will attack something at random. Arcelia!
We freed you, you stupid animal.
I liked it here.
Looking mad with pain, this creature will attack you, Arcelia. It bucks forward and will... try to attack you with its hoof. Or I'm sorry, its horn first.
Oh, God.
That is a 15 to hit. I'm assuming that is a miss.
That's a miss.
Okay. And it's for its second attack, it will try and hit you with its hoof as it bucks around. 17 to hit.
17 hits. Yes.
Okay, and that is for 10 bludgeoning damage. That was max damage. Sorry.
No.
It's bucking around sort of wildly, and it kicks out, and it hits you like right in the sternum. Just
Get
like
out of here. Go. I'm trying to shoo it away from me. Not taking this personal.
That is it for the unicorn's turn. Yara.
Oh, it's already me. All right. Well, that being said, I will go ahead and, seeing Arcelia take so much of that damage there, I am going to go ahead and connect with my oracular powers, and you'll start to see me glow and crackle all along my skin, and these fissures in my face will form, and you will start to see blue and gold light come from it as I cast Lifelink on Arcelia.
Okay.
And that will heal her for 1 on its own, I believe.
Okay.
Okay. And from there, I am going to go ahead and simply cast a 2-action heal. So you will see light emanate in the palm of my hands, and I will cast it forth towards her. Or
1.
yeah, that was pretty bad. But it's
1 plus
increased by 8.
Yeah.
Yeah, so 9. So 10 total.
9 total.
So no damage now.
9 total.
Well, with the other heal. It's
Oh,
10
yes,
points for
yes,
the whole
yes.
turn. I hope you feel a little better. And that'll be my turn.
Thank you, Yara.
Of course.
Okay. Rashtok.
Yes. Seeing this enraged beast being a bit too close for Elastiria's comfort, I am going to attempt to call out to it in a way to calm it towards us. That would indeed be a nature check to command an animal.
Ooh. Is this just a regular skill action?
A regular skill action.
Ooh, okay. Command an animal. Let's see. This is gonna be tough.
Yes, it is. Actually, ooh.
It's the
Order of
animal.
operations, but yes.
Okay. So,
Yes.
you can absolutely try this. We'll say it's going to be extremely difficult.
Yes. But I have a thought first. Am I able to just, well, the looking would be, it looks very hurt, yes?
Mm-hmm. It is clearly bleeding.
Should we help it more?
I would say so. Perhaps.
Very well. I hope it understands the meaning of this. And I cast heal upon the unicorn.
Okay. You're casting it at which?
2 action.
2 actions. Alrighty. Go ahead.
That's a syntax error. Let's try. Okay, I'm going to reload roll 20 real quick. As it thinks heal doesn't exist anymore. Yes, come along, yes, yes, yes. It is taking its time momentarily.
No worries.
Alright, I'm just going to hard close that, because it is having a problem.
You can just roll a d8.
Oh no, all of roll 20 locked up.
Okay.
Otherwise, I would.
You want me to roll it for you?
Yes, please.
Okay.
And that'll be +8 as it's 2 action.
Sure thing. Oh yeah, I'm getting a syntax error as well. Looks like there's something wrong.
Yes.
Let's see. Okay, I rolled a 7, so that's 15 HP.
15.
Yes. As you begin to cast this spell, you see these cuts and abrasions and things start to close up in front of you, Arcelia. And the unicorn sort of looks around a bit wildly. And
I'm trying to make it as apparent as possible that I did this.
yes. Okay. Anything
Now
else
I
on your
will
turn?
use command animal,
Okay.
hoping that this may have swayed it a little already. Alright. Just nature. We are your friends. We are here to help. These robed stewards are your enemy, not us. 13.
13. Something is wrong with this creature. It doesn't seem to be too cognizant of what or why things are happening the way they are.
Fair enough. I was hoping. That is all I can do.
Okay. Arcelia.
Well, I will do what I do best. Now swing my battle axe around and try to cleave it into the Oaksteward next to me.
Okay.
13.
13 is a miss.
All right.
The axe sails past as the Oaksteward backs away.
For my second action, I would like to exploit vulnerability. Try to see how I can best take down this foe as I'm up close and personal.
Okay.
I'll make my esoteric lore check against its standard DC. 13.
So I was actually doing this wrong last time because the initial difficulty for a level 1 is a lot higher than a 5. It's a 15.
Okay.
So that is unfortunately a miss.
All right. I can only exploit the creature's personal antithesis. So my weapons will be considered magical, but that's it.
Mm-hmm.
And
Okay.
I'll try to hit it again for my last action. Attack number 2, 18.
Okay, that one is a hit.
Okay, so that would be a total of 9 slashing damage.
Alrighty. This Oaksteward, you strike deep with your axe on this attack. Arrgh! They look very, very wounded, barely standing.
How dare you attack the sacred creature? That'll be my turn.
Okay. The Oakstewards. The one up here. Definitely does not see you, Adronis. It will rush up to, say, probably here. And then they will... think they will go ahead and do something that you've seen Arashtak do. You see this energy begin to surround the Oaksteward, swirling all about. This green energy begins to swirl all around, and this energy begins to form into this these horrific like barbed objects on their staff as they cast Magic Fang. With the movement, that is going to be it for their turn. The one that is by you, Arcelia, will, I believe...
Might I? Oh. Do you want me to rule as lawyer here for a moment, my dear GM?
What is that?
Magic Fang can only be unarmed attacks.
Okay. That's fine. So you see there...
It's just his claws,
see the
his
claws.
hands.
You see claws.
Yeah, sorry. That's all I was noting.
No problem.
I don't want
okay.
anyone taking my claws from me.
Sure. The one that is next to you, Arcelia, will try and twirl and swing their staff to try and hit you with it. 22 to hit for 6 bludgeoning damage.
I raise my shield and it hits me straight through. I feel it in my bones.
A heavy blow as you don't quite position your shield where you want it to. Usually trying to position it further away from your body. It sort of is hit for the full brunt of the attack as you take 6 bludgeoning. They twirl their staff again, going for a second attack. Ooh! That's a crit. 21. And
Ow.
this will be for 10 damage. 10 bludgeoning damage.
No.
I will be taking 3 of that damage due to my lifelink as well.
Okay. So it's only 7.
Okay. I just noticed I have a temporary hit point. I'm sorry. So I'm at 8.
All right. And then a third attack with the staff. A -2 to hit. That is a critical fail on that attack. As the staff is dropped. They drop their staff with a -2. I mean, come on. Staff just gets dropped.
Good.
Yeah. -2.
That's the worst roll I've ever seen from you ever in history.
They dropped the staff. Okay. The one that is charmed is looking very confused. The mask is obstructing their face, but you see them sort of throw the dagger on the ground and say, What are we doing? We can't hurt this creature. We're Oakstewards. And
That's right, darling, you can't.
Stop what you're doing. They look a bit confused, the Oakstewards, as they're trying to fight for their lives. And that one is not going to do anything. Adronis, it's your turn.
I'm trying to look at my other companions and make sure that if we're trying to take them alive or not. The rules of my lands, if they're attempting on our lives, they die. So I'm looking and I'm like, okay. And I noticed this one right here is distracted, right? Because he's the one that powered up his claws or whatever and is looking that way.
Yes.
Right, so he's flat-footed to me.
Yep.
I don't see any signals from anyone, so I'm going to go with the rules of the land and run up behind him, slowly unsheath my blade. So I guess it would be here. And I go, and I put my blade up and I do an unarmed attack.
They have a -4 to their AC when they're flat-footed.
Let me look, I just looked it up. 2.
-2, okay.
-2 circumstance penalty to AC.
Okay.
It's like, God, they're rubbing off on me. And I say that in my head. I don't say it out loud. All right. A 9.
9 is a miss, unfortunately.
Okay. Well, if I missed, obviously I didn't hit him yet. So I'm going to attempt to disarm them.
Okay.
With the disarm, do I just make a weapons check? Like a attack? I have to remember, I looked it up.
Athletics check.
Yes, athletics, that's correct. Okay.
Against reflex.
Oh, use reflex?
They reflex you
They-
afterwards.
15.
Okay. That is a success. Okay.
So yeah, I'll take my rapier and I'll, from behind, I'll stab down into the hand and flick it out, the staff. And I have one more act. No, I think I'm done because move is action.
Yes.
But I'm pretty sure he noticed me, so I'll scream out, "Ah, alive!" And in frustration.
Yeah, the staff is battered out of the hand, and now you see like these magical sort of greenish-looking claws extended from their hands, and you're like, "Uh-oh."
Yeah, and I'll look at him. I'll just be like, "Come on!" And that'll be it.
Okay. The unicorn. Is going to buck this way and will try and strike with its horn towards the Oaksteward that is charmed. That is a hit for 9 damage. Then it will strike with its hooves. For another 9 damage. The Oaksteward goes down. We can't hurt it. We can't.
That's not good.
Horrible shriek as this woman gets knocked the hell out. A hoof right to the face. Goes right down. And then that's going to be it for the unicorn's turn. Okay. Yara, it's your turn. You feel that strange connection leave as this person is knocked out.
Oh, wonderful. All right. Well, we're all beat to shit, but I believe that Arcelia is beat to shit worse, so I'm going to go ahead and I will cast another heal. This will be my last one.
I'm actively coughing up blood. I'm like, I'm fine.
Sure, darling! And I will send this magical blue and purple swirling energy towards you to heal you for 12 total damage. And with that, I will also go ahead and take this opportunity to... I'll cast Forbidden... no, that's a 2 action, actually. So what I will do is actually, I will use my action and reaction in order to use Aid, if that is at all possible, for Arcelia's next attack roll.
Okay.
I'll go ahead and I'll post this here for you.
Okay, are you just using a skill? Okay.
Yes, it's a basic action.
Yep. So yeah, I think you just make an attack roll here?
DC
Yeah.
20, yes.
Yeah, just make an attack roll.
Would that be a flat attack? A flat D20 roll, or?
Do you have any weapons that you can roll with?
Let me see.
You got a mace, right?
I have...
You got a Morningstar?
Yeah, I do have a mace. Now let's roll this
Just
and
do
see what it comes up with.
Yeah, you just do an
Yeah.
unarmed. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Okay. Unfortunately, that is a
It
fail.
would not matter.
Yeah, that is a fail. Okay.
That's just my turn.
That is it for your turn. No rush talk.
Yes. Oh dear. Adronis, do you need help?
You wanted him alive or dead? And I'm just like,
The leader needs to be alive if we can.
this one has claws! And I'm just dodging.
Very well.
You can see the
I
one
move
is
up.
next to Arcelia has taken quite a bit of damage.
Yes. I will. Fine. You see, like, a lot of, like, processing from Rostock. If he needs to help Arcelia, if he needs to help Adronis.
Adronis
Unicorn isn't listening to him.
I'll be fine.
Fine. I move up and flank this Oaksteward.
You have to stand there, if I'm not mistaken.
I can still, but that was in 25, but good to know. Okay. As I move up, you better take all of the dodging and the weaving from him. And, I would like to puff. Wait, do I have that yes, I do. Puff of poison. I walk up and.
Okay.
It's not a cone attack. You're all right, Adronis.
Doesn't top the
Bad
smell.
breath. Just
You
bad
still
breath.
smell it.
Yeah. Okay.
A few of the mosquitoes fall and die around me.
Okay.
So, he needs to make a fortitude save of
Yep. That is
16.
a success.
Wonderful. He will take 3 damage and then 2 persistent.
It wasn't me.
I know it was me. Why do you think I'm ashamed of this?
Alrighty. Is that it for your turn?
Yes, it is.
Celia.
All right. I have a question. I imagine it's a free action to just drop my weapon, right?
I think so.
Okay. Because I'm not going to stow it. I'll just drop it. So what I would like to do now is I take a 5-foot step behind the Oaksteward.
Okay.
I will drop my axe and I'll try to grapple them from behind.
Okay. I'm gonna try and grab them.
Athletics.
Okay.
Grapple is this. Against their fortitude DC.
Okay. That is a success.
All right. Yeah. Okay, I with my free hand, as I drop my axe, I would like to put it around their neck and grapple them, holding them in place, using them as a meat shield against the unicorn. That's gonna be my turn.
Hang on. Sorry. 1 sec.
Okay.
That's a what save? Fortitude?
Fortitude. Oh my god. Still a success.
Yep. Okay. Sorry, I thought I hit the button before and I didn't. Okay. You are holding them. They are very strong, but you do grab them. Okay.
That is my turn.
Okay.
I'm trying not to kill you, but if I have to.
That description isn't complete. Your opponent is target until the end of the next turn, until you move or your opponent escapes. I feel like that's missing something.
Opponent is target.
Yeah.
I'll look it up.
Let's see. Yep, that is in the compendium wrong. I checked the compendium as well. It is wrong.
It's grabbed.
Yeah. Okay. So just the grabbed condition. Held in place by another creature, giving you flat-footed and immobilized conditions. If you attempt to manipulate action while grabbed, you must succeed a DC 5 flat check, or it is lost. Roll a check after spending the action, but before any effects are applied. Okay. So flat-footed and immobilized. And immobilized is you can't use any action with the move trait. If you're immobilized by something holding you in place and an external force will move you out of space, you must blah 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 blah. It doesn't matter. Okay. Is that for your turn, Arcelia?
Yes. Yeah, they're not going anywhere.
Okay. the Oaksteward that is between Adronis and Arashtok is coughing as they try and hack up a lung that has been deeply poisoned. Let's see. I think they are going after you, probably, Adronis. Yes. Okay. Adronis, this one will try and strike at you with its magic fangs, which is an unarmed attack, but they're getting a bonus on this.
So raise shield is a reaction, right? Or no?
I think it's a regular action.
Standard.
I'm sorry, you know my issue. What was it? An action?
I think it's a regular action.
Okay, I was just all right.
Yes, it is a regular action.
Okay. Let's see. The Oaksteward is going to try and strike at you with an unarmed attack. It gets a +1 bonus to the attack roll and increases the damage dice to 2 if it only had 1. Okay, here we go. So this is a +1 on this, so this is a 20.
Yes, it hits.
Okay. And then now this is going to be another d6 on top of this for an additional 1. So 4 damage. And it will then strike again as it rakes its claws down across you. I'm sorry, that was wrong, but it was still a fail anyway, so that is a miss. And then third attack. Another -2. The modifier jumps to a -8. It's technically a -1 in this case, but I don't think that matters. It just misses wildly after the first attack. Okay. The one that is
one more chance.
The one that is currently grabbed by Arcelia is trying to wriggle out of the grapple, and I think they just get to make a
escape check, I believe.
Escape.
Escape. So this is
acrobatics,
or
athletics,
okay.
or unarmed modifier.
Okay. Yeah, they are going to do probably acrobatics. Let me double check here. Ooh. Yeah, okay. It's just a dex roll. All right. Hey! Wow, that's a crit.
What the?
The Oaksteward escapes from your grasp. Looking around, you can see some eyes behind the mask, looking around a bit frantically, they will.
Ooh, can I try something? When they come free of me, can I try to rip their mask off?
I don't think so. They got a crit.
Okay.
I would say if they barely made it or something, I'd say yes.
Okay, cool.
Okay. They sort of spin around, and as they do, they will. Let's see. This one was disarmed, and this one dropped its staff. I think what they're gonna do is probably try and use the dagger that they have. They're only gonna get one attack with this, but they will draw a dagger and attack you with it. 19. for 3 piercing damage. Does your bullshit come into play here, Yara?
Yes, it's for the first attack of every round, so I would take that 3 for her.
Okay.
You would start to see wounds start opening up on me. Hello, darling.
Okay.
Keep up the good work.
That is it for their turn. Adronis.
At your discretion, I'm going to try to do something. I am an expert at intimidation, so I'm going to scream out, "Bolan!" and see if anybody reacts to it.
Both of the Oakstewards sort of seem surprised by the yelling of the name.
Can I make a perception check to see if one has more of a... Or they're both the same?
They both had a reaction. I will say you can use an action to determine if one had a more severe reaction. And that will be a perception check.
Well, the scream was going to be an intimidate check. So I'm going to just angle it towards the one in front of me.
Okay. And this is... Well...
24.
Okay. That is a success.
Right, and I gain panache, and I get +2 on every attack, 5 extra movement speed, and +1 circumstance bonus to roll throughs.
Alrighty.
And if that's, I'm
This one
going.
is flanked.
Yep, I'm going to look to that one in front of us. I'm going to say, "Oh, I flipped the coin," and I'm going to strike out at this one. As he hit me, all deals are off. And I'm going to take my blade and trying to run him through.
Okay.
Oof. 9?
9 is a miss, unfortunately.
Okay. Then I'm going to spin and go again. Now 9 is a miss when he has -3
Still,
AC?
Yeah, still a miss.
Okay, I'm just making sure. I'm trying to calculate what his AC. One's an 11.
I'm sorry?
An 11?
Oh, because of panache?
Attack number 2.
It's attack number 2.
Oh, I'm scrolled up. I'm like, what is going on? Nope, still a miss.
Okay. I think that's all. Yeah, that's all I have. And I'm like, you better do something or I'm killing this one. And that's it.
Okie doke. The unicorn is going to rush off. And in doing so, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw here, please. Arash. Actually, no, I'm sorry. That's not a dex save. It has to roll to hit you.
It's pretty easy.
Let's try this double.
It's very easy.
Okay, it does not get its extra bullshit, which is good for you, but it still gets to make a horn strike. Ooh. 24.
I think that beats an 11.
Your AC is 11 right now?
What do you? I'm a caster.
Oh,
I got my armor.
Wow. That's horrific. Okay, so this is a crit then.
Oh, good.
So this is 14 damage, 2 of which is good damage.
It's a good thing I had 1 temp HP.
As you hear the unicorn neigh and begin to rush off towards the west, spearing a rash attack with its horn as it does.
I healed you.
Okay. Yara, it's your turn.
All right. Well, so we still have the one fellow that Arcelia is holding. Yeah. Oh, no, he got free. He's still attacking her. Right. So what we'll do then is I am going to go ahead and I will cast Torturous Trauma, which is a cantrip. And what that will do is essentially, it will start to make their internal organs be crushed and crumbled, since it is a living creature, likely with organs, I would assume. So they need to go ahead and roll a basic fortitude save. And you would see my hand kind of crushing and twisting.
Ooh, that's nasty. I
just breathe at them.
Okay. That is a fail. And which one were you doing this to?
The one that Arcelia is was holding before.
Okay.
So we'll take 5 damage there.
As you twist, you feel it's this strange sensation. It's almost like you're holding a water balloon in your hand that's not there, and it splashes. And their face, beyond the mask, you can see like, Arcelia, you hear this horrible popping sound, and they like double over, holding their stomach, and fall to the ground.
All right. And with that being said, let us see. Trying to think if there's anything that I can do to help these two over here. I don't know if there's any sort of like a limitation on distance for aid, but I would like to try and roll for that again as well, in order to perhaps aid Arashtak.
Good question. I want to say I do think that there is. If it works like
Right.
5e, you have to be right next to them. Just double check.
Because I could see for a caster perhaps having that energy be used to assist them. Let's see here.
Age 470. Oh, it is a reaction. So you use this on your turn.
Because on our
And-
compendium that we have,
Yeah.
it shows it as an action and that.
It is both. So you have to
Perfect.
use an action and a reaction when they make
Perfect.
their roll.
All right. So would I be able to help them from a distance, perhaps by channeling some of my energy into Arashtak's attacks?
I don't think so. I think, well, it doesn't say. Sure, why not? Doesn't
All
say.
right. You would see that kind of energy start pouring from the cracks in my skin and starts just venturing forth towards Arashtak and surrounding him.
I would assume
Good luck,
that
darling.
it would be some kind of distraction or something along those lines if it's not worded specifically like a feint or anything along those
Right.
lines. So, yeah.
All
Okay.
right, and that shall be my turn.
All right, Arashtak.
Yes. Oh boy. We need to finish this one very quickly, Adronis.
As you say this, the Oaksteward sort of coughing. Wait! Wait! I surrender!
All right, he said finish you,
I
so I'm
surrender!
going to
I surrender!
Remove thine claws as I raise mine, waiting to see if he dispels his spell.
The claws disappear, and they hold up their hands. I surrender.
Lay
What is
flat
your name?
on the ground.
Lay what on the ground?
You lay flat on the ground and then answer this nice man's question.
begin to kneel down and lay flat on the ground.
And I motion to Atronus.
So, wait a minute. What happened to the other two? What
Down.
is your name? What is your name?
You hear it's a bit muffled as they sort of, are facing the ground with the mask.
I'll bend down and grab their hair and pull their head up, like, forcefully.
I am Koramona.
Where's Bolan?
Not here.
Okay, I guess you died then. All right. And I unsheath my dagger.
Wait.
Huh?
Wait,
Oh,
please.
you're gonna tell us where they are, huh? Oh, okay.
I will tell you where they are.
If you're lying, I won't be the one killing you. You see, I have a friend over here who likes to apparently do weird stuff to body parts. That could happen.
As you're gesturing to Yara, Arceli's looking down at the Oaksteward at her feet, and she says, Yara, I think you made this one's heart explode in their body.
Oh, well, perhaps I'll dissect him later and take a better look to see what the effects are.
See that? Dissecting? Nasty stuff. Speak up. Do not lie.
Bolan is back at the hideout. He was going to bring the key once we've prepared the site. We were supposed to send a runner back to tell him when the deed was done.
Ah. Good. Where's the hideout?
It's back, trying to gesture with their chin on the ground. That way.
Would you be able to point it out on a map? And I'll unroll it and plop it down right in front of him.
Can I sit up? I can't see.
Nope. There's some blood right there on your lip.
Oh, let me hold it up for you, darling. Here you are.
It's not helping. I can't see. I'm on the ground.
You flip him over, perhaps?
Let's tie him up first.
Certainly.
I pull some rope out of my bag of holding and give it to you, Atronus.
And I'll tie it extra tight. Okay. I'll set them up, but I'll be holding them.
Their hands tied in front or behind?
Behind.
Okay. Do you want me to point with my foot?
Your tongue.
I could give them a quill. You put it in your mouth and you just do a little circle with your mouth. It'll be really cute. Go ahead and I'll take a quill and I'll put it in their mouth as well.
I spit it out.
There's
I'm willing to help you, but I won't be humiliated.
Humiliated. You're performing a sacrifice on a unicorn. And you're worried about being... Can I kill him?
Not yet.
Hey, I have a question, Adronis. If you had the magic button, and if you push the magic button, then no longer will any of the humans be like logging and camping and spewing into the woods. But also, if you push the button, then all of the humans will die.
Stop.
Would you press the button or would you not press the button?
As you can see, he's quite crazy. So you might want to start answering.
Yes, you're
Point with
pushing
your
my buttons.
nose.
You would push the button? Alright, just checking. Hey, there's a fire. I got to go check this out. Hang on.
No, don't push the button.
I pull this guy's mask up. Point with your nose.
See a woman below the mask. And you just kind of point roughly to a spot on the map. There.
Good. Anything else we should know?
We didn't
If you
want
value-
to kill a unicorn, of course. But it's a small sacrifice in the long run.
Small sacrifice in a long run. I agree. Can I make a sacrifice? Please. No?
They gave us what we wished. I think their death is meaningless now.
Fine. Strip them. All of them.
I think the other ones are too dead to care.
Are they dead?
I am actively looking over them.
My head! Voices!
My friends.
No, I think that's all of our heads, darling.
Friendship never
What is that horrible noise?
If you don't tell us anything more useful, it will continue.
Yes, it will.
Oh, you guys are here with the fire.
Yes.
Somebody, I'm guessing this is going to be a Rashtak, can make an intimidation check.
Sure, that
What
will
are you
go
doing to the poor
swimmingly.
men? Are we doing a sacrifice?
Yes, that's what I expected.
No, Karun, where have you been?
I've
Come
been
here.
hunting for Gorgons, clearly.
Okay, come here and no, not yet.
Didn't you get my note?
No, I have no idea what you're talking about.
Left note, the lizard.
The note.
I got
All right,
the note.
yes.
Yes, Karun.
Yes, we a little bit more important things. Come here, come
Haven't
here.
you hunted the Gorgon before?
No, I don't wish to be turned to stone.
Oh,
Okay, all right. This is what we're going to do. Arstox, did you? No, okay. They don't seem.
They're not
All right, look,
listening to me.
We're going to strip them all. Okay? Tie them up, dead or alive,
gross.
and make our contact. Pick them up. I have a plan. All right?
Very well.
Do you need
No.
me to extract information from the bleeding one?
That might be wise.
Yes, actually. You know what? They said they're a fan of the violin as well.
Oh, I wasn't planning on using that. I have all these chemicals. If you want me to use the violin, I'm happy to.
I think that's probably best, so don't waste it on this one. Besides,
All right. I just
but not
want to
now,
kneel
not while
down.
we're standing here.
Going to kneel down with the person. So you see all these friends of mine here? You and I have one job to do, all right? Can you hear me? Are you dead yet? You're not dead, right?
What are you talking about?
You and I, we have a job to do, all right? You and me, we have a job, and the job is this. These people who I'm with here have been to jail several times. I've watched them with my own eyes slaughter so many people. It's frankly terrifying being with them. So you and I have a job, and our job is this. We have to keep them happy at all costs. You have been keeping them happy, haven't you?
What are you talking about?
I would like to roll for intimidation.
Okay.
While you're doing that, Arashtak would indeed be going around to the bodies of these two and taking them all the way down to their underclothes, trying to find anything on them in general, but also seeing if they're actually dead.
Sure, make
If
a
they
level
are-
check.
I'm helping Arashtak.
I'll travel with you to explain my
13.
idea.
Instead of perception, I know I rolled it. Could I do medicine instead?
No.
Okay, fair enough. 13.
Okay. So they are clearly dead. The stuff that you find on them, they each have a staff, a dagger, and let's see what else. Obviously you find the Oaksteward garb. The one that was by Arcelia is very bloody. The one that was next, that was in between the pallet and the arch, is pretty good condition.
He's just hit in the face a few times.
Yeah, and the one that was between you and Adronis is also in good condition. So 2 out of 3, very good condition. One of them, horrible condition.
Okay, do not get rid of any of them.
What was that?
Has my little man said anything?
The woman in front of you has said...
Oh, the woman.
Has said, as you approach, I said that I would be willing to help.
I don't want you to say you'd be willing to help. I want you to help. I want to take the hood off of the person. Do they have ears like mine, or human ears?
They're human.
Very well. I will ingest one of my mutagens.
All right. What happens?
Now, I know that these people have perhaps done something to your body, but it is nothing compared to what I will do to your body. I would take one of my lengthened hands and just slowly start to press into her wounds. I have chemicals which will keep you alive for as long as I wish. You are mine, and you will help me.
Fine, I'll help you.
Very well, you will tell them everything they want to know.
Yes. Oh, the hideout's that way. It's an old gnome forest house up in the trees. I can lead you there, but you'll never get in. Bolan will hear you coming and lock the place down tighter than a terrapin. You may have beat us, but Bolan's got twice as many with him, plus friends. Friends you'll never expect.
So you are telling me then that you are useless to our cause?
Maybe I can...
Have you any further use to me?
I can distract them. Maybe.
Very good. Good girl.
I will slowly remove my fingers from the wounds.
There are Faye and Leshy's there too.
Very good. Good girl. Sleep now. Shh. Shh. It's easy, see? Anyone can do it.
I'm looking over fucking terrified. I'm just like, the hell just happened?
I don't know why you have to go around killing everyone. They'll help you if you just ask them nicely.
We did ask them to stop, I think.
So we're going
that
to
one
all
died
just...
to a unicorn.
It's true.
I will use tilt the woman's head back a little bit with my fingers in her hair and start to dribble in a little bit of potion in her mouth. It'll be this one. You won't die as long as you're with me. My name's Karun. It's nice to meet you.
I'll lead you there.
Very good.
Wait. Did we get any other information on the ritual and why we were doing this?
You want to answer that, or?
To bring back the obnubilate curse, obviously.
Obviously. Would you like to enlighten us a little bit more than that?
If you don't already know, then you'll never understand. The curse is this world's way of restoring the natural balance. If we had it our way, this curse would affect not only elves, but all who call themselves civilized. Just look. She points to her fallen comrades and the unicorn blood upon the altar. Do you really think any of us have a right to be here?
This is our home. I think so.
Is it?
My people have been here longer than yours.
No, I get it. Definitely. A lot of human little feet trampling everything. I get it. It sucks.
She's talking about killing elves too, you know.
Everyone.
They're not click. Like,
Oh. Well. That's not going to happen.
I see. Shall we move on?
Yes.
Arashtak, Arcelia, have you found anything?
Dagger staves and a very terrible robe and a decent robe. I have a question for you, and it is a moral one. I'm very certain they're dead, but I'd like to be exceptionally certain. Do you mind?
Mind how?
I'm not asking you.
I don't know what you plan on doing to a body.
I want to make
Checking
sure
their
they
breathing
do
and
not.
whatnot.
I want to make sure they do not come back and stab us in the back if they have something.
Yes, I will help you with that, all right?
I would like to, just take a quick look around and be like, hey, was there some kind of unicorn here by any chance? It smells like unicorn.
Yes, there was. It ran to the west.
Did anyone happen to get stabbed by the unicorn?
This
Look
guy
down
over
at
here.
the gore in me.
That was from the unicorn. Can I scrape a little bit out of there? Is that all right?
It's mostly my blood, but fine.
Arashtak
Little
is
sparkly
messed
for
up.
yours.
It's like really bad.
Is it all right if I just get in there with a little Q-tip and?
Oh my god, I can't. I just walk away. Arcelia, what did you find? Please save me.
You would see Arashtak take your Q-tip and like...
That's it. There you go. Shh. Very good. Do I get anything from the unicorn goring? Anything cool?
You can.
It is a magical horn.
Yeah,
magical goring.
Sure. You can definitely make a roll, Arashtak.
Sure. What kind of medicine? An
sure.
arcana?
It'll be a medicine check.
9.
Yeah, a lot of blood on the stick that you use.
I think
All right,
it's mostly me.
Could I scrape some unicorn off of the pad?
You got
the
nothing.
unicorn pad?
Nothing
No,
useful there.
nothing.
No,
Any unicorn dung?
not that you can see.
You guys had a unicorn and you just said goodbye to it. Didn't even bother for little hairs. or
I
poops.
tried to talk to it and then it gored me.
Should have said something nicer.
I did. I healed it.
Oh, and it gored you anyway.
Yes, that's why it was rather frustrating. With Yara's permission from earlier, I then slit the throat of the dead body below me with my dagger.
Okay.
Hilarious. I can't believe you healed it. And it gored you anyway.
It is a rather painful point, yes, and the pun is very intended.
I will just toss a rush, talk one of my minor elixirs of life. Have a little.
I will present to Adronis. I've collected the cloaks off of them. Maybe we can use
Thank
them as
you.
disguises.
Yes, exactly. So here's my plan, and I'm whispering to Arcelia. There are 2 women here, and I assume the other one was male or no?
Is the one that I just slit the throat of male?
Yeah. Yeah, there were two.
least
There were 2 women and one man.
Okay, great. So I know we have one that's pretty destroyed, but what we can do is the one that's bloodied. We can say that it slayed the unicorn. Preparations complete. One of our lovelies over here will have to wear one of each of these other outfits, and it'll be easier to approach said place. Now, Arcelia, you're about don't think you'll make the stature check. No offense, you're just 10 times better than they are. So with that, you and one other, more than likely a Rashtak, because they'll probably see a tail, could be our plan B. If we distract, maybe you can go in. Maybe you can take out the back. I'm afraid if we bring the other one, she will alert them.
We can try to use these masks to our advantage as well.
Exactly.
Yes, I will stand out too much, so I will definitely not want to be with you directly.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I say
And
Yara
not
and
exactly
Karun.
easy to hide.
Before we move on, we should start patching up anyone's wounds and what have you. So let us take some time to take care of ourselves as we are all gravely injured. Yes, not gravely, but greatly.
I might say gravely.
Yes, of course. I was just going over a plan before something went awry.
Of course, we can continue speaking while I stitch all of you up, all right?
Is that one alive, Yara?
Well, let me check and see. Does it appear that the one below me is alive?
Make a medicine check.
22.
So there were two that were, that were killed. So the one that is right below you is Coromona, the woman that you've been interrogating. But there was one that was over between the arches.
Oh, yeah, I would have migrated over to that one because I would assume that's where I'll move myself over.
Yeah. The one between the arch and the pallet there is definitely dead. Yeah, you can see they just took like blunt force trauma to their sternum. Probably that unicorn probably like crushed their heart on that second kick.
Oof. Yes, this one is dead.
Very good. I do not wish for more to attack us from behind.
All right, so who is harmed at present? I know I am quite unwell. I believe a Rostok is. How are you, Jonas?
Just like I am every day we go out. Bloodied, hurt, headache,
All right.
lonely,
So,
thirsty, hungry.
the list goes
Breathing.
on. Arcelia, how about you? Are you all right?
I'm fine. I'm looking at the arch next to us.
Mm-hmm.
I wander towards it, and I'd like to hover my hand in front of it, not crossing through it, the arch, but I would like to see if it reacts in any way.
It does not react. For all intents and purposes, these Aidara have no reaction. They are ornamental stone gates for certain. And this is where Lemma Feldthorn said the real seven arches are, and these are most likely them. But without that key, it seems inactive.
All right. I will take this moment to go ahead and start patching up Arashtak, if that is all right, with treat wounds.
Okay, you can spend 10 minutes doing that. Please make a medicine check. Ooh.
Yeah. Right on the line.
Just barely. It's not pretty, but you do manage to get that done. That's 2d8 of healing.
That is 7 points of healing.
Thank you.
And then Arashtak cannot be treated again for another hour.
All right. Do you think that you could patch this up here for me?
Yes, I'm very willing to do so. Give me one moment and I begin to go through my herbs and everything I have. The critical fail that I'm going to reroll with the hero point so I do not harm her.
And just a reminder, you do get 1 hero point at the beginning of each session. There is a maximum
21
of 3.
is much better than a critical fail.
Yeah, that's a lot
Indeed.
better. She was about to take 1d8 of damage.
Yep.
Okay, so this is 2d8.
6.
All right, I am back at 12 then.
I think I'm understanding a little bit more of how you work.
Yes. Well, thank you. That's a lot better than last time.
Hey, sorry about that.
Yes. All right, and we still have these 2 to worry about. I see some superficial cuts on Arcelia.
Yes, I
also
can work on
bonus.
her then if you wish.
All right. Jonas, would you like me to poke and prod you and fix you up, stitch you up like a doll or something?
I could instead if you'd prefer.
I've watched you slit a throat. You've almost killed me twice. I probably will pray to Desna.
I've got the potion. You want the potion?
Oh, your potions? No.
You sure? It's
I-
real tasty.
No.
Smells
Remember
really
last
good.
time? Everything was fine.
All the cool kids are doing it.
No potion? No buttons? No.
You're chicken, you're not chicken.
Let me
Yes.
just treat your wounds. Quit being difficult. Yes, that is
Like-
exactly what he's being.
I'll be fine. A chicken that lives. I'll just kneel down at the arch and say, do what you must.
All right. And I will go ahead and try to treat his wounds.
All right. Okay. Almost a crit, but not quite. It's 2d8 of healing.
Don't.
I haven't even touched you yet.
Oh, okay, I was preparing. All right. Just let me know.
That is 10 points of healing, darling.
Please, Desna. Have I
Come
done?
on. We're stemming the bleeding here. I'll get this all cleaned up. That one's quite superficial. All right. Of course, a good little patient.
You're done?
Yes.
You're supposed to tell me when you started. All right, fine. That was good. I don't feel it.
Good.
While you're writing those runes, would you like me to add a poultice to that cut of yours?
Oh, yes, please.
Unfortunately, I think this poultice is not quite potent enough for you.
Do you think it'll become infected?
No, this will at least prevent that. It just won't do much more.
Oh, thank you. It smells
Yes.
quite lovely.
I'm
would be
going to lie
fate.
down next to Corimona.
Okay.
Corimona,
We look at you.
do you have any regrets in life?
I'm regretting volunteering to do this ritual.
Is that really your biggest regret?
Right now, yes.
I admire that. I think that's pretty cool. No regrets.
I have a thing for that if you're having too many regrets.
No, not me. I'm just making conversation. What's your favorite color?
Why does it matter?
I'm colorblind.
You
So-
should probably save her.
It makes you feel better to know what other people's favorite colors are if you're colorblind?
I'm just curious if you're seeing anything after all the drugs.
Nothing out of the ordinary, I suppose.
There's no trails, you're not having nightmares, living nightmares.
No.
cool. Very good. I didn't expect you would, just so that you know. I'm very reliable.
What?
Love you, bye.
What are...
Just going to get up and walk away. I knew that the potion was good. I don't know why it didn't work for you, Lizard. I test them all a little bit, you know?
I felt a little bit of stitching.
Was it
but
stinging?
no more...
Minty?
tingling.
All right.
Did you add any witch hazel?
No, I forgot the witch hazel, because I was trying to use a different...
That may
I was trying to use a different catalyst, and it just wasn't working out.
I'll get you some next time.
All right.
So, the plan?
But yes, if you want to gather around, but don't leave that one by themselves. They'll probably try to inchworm themselves off, or a unicorn might come trample them, or a blade might find their back mistakenly.
That would be inconvenient. So...
Just make them comfortable at least. They did tell us what we wanted to know.
If they let us there, they could easily yell out it's a trap. And alert the moment very quickly.
Arcelia, you ready to discuss?
I am. I think I've taken down all the notes I can about these arches.
You don't have to be conscious to have a distraction, right?
No, but...
You could very easily be unconscious and be just as valuable as a distraction.
But we don't want them to get away or do something else. We want to be able to infiltrate. So what I'm thinking is this. We have 3, and I'll say this low enough so... The, what's her name?
Coromona?
Coromona? But she can't hear us. So, we take these outfits of theirs. It's 2 ladies, 1 male. And you, Karun, and maybe Yara, put them on. I'll put on the bloody one. Say that we completed the sacrifice, since it'll be covered in blood anyway. Preparations are made. We all go back. Or we send 1 runner back, and we hang back to tell them, hey, everything is complete. Bolan was supposed to come and do whatever he wanted to do, and we can capture him there. Or, plan B, Arcelia and Rashtak will be digging in the weeds, so to speak. Maybe Bolan will make a trip somewhere they can follow, and they can take him down.
It may be wise to lure them out of their place of defense.
Correct. It's plan A.
It also, the robe that you were suggesting would wear looks very much like cutting and slashing, not goring and stomping.
It a unicorn horn could probably slash. Things get messy.
It's more, there's a potential they may see through that one.
Okay, all right. Then we make adjustments. We burn that. We just used Yara and Karun, or we could just use Yara, and we all hang back. But I'm trying not to put her in danger alone. You understand?
All right.
You are.
I fell asleep there for a second.
Oh, yeah.
It's okay.
Well, that's all right.
Wait, I have an idea. That one over there said they'd help us. What if Yara, I don't know, made it more convincing for her to help us in the act? Yara, you would put on the outfit, you'll have her with you. They'll do the speaking, you do the hurting, if if something...
Hello?
Sorry, I was just trying my best to make an impression of you. Did it work?
It's a very good one.
Whatever you're drinking, you need to stop because I don't
Potions.
get confused.
Potions.
Yes.
So, you would like me to use the flute again?
Use the... Oh. Well, I didn't even think about that. That makes it even a lot easier. Oh, yes. Then we don't have to worry about killing her.
That could work.
Yes.
We're not killing her.
Wait, are you against killing her?
Yeah, we're not. Why would we kill her?
She just said she wanted to eradicate elves.
Well, I mean, that's no excuse to kill her. Like, we could make her really suffer, you know?
Okay, cool, you're learning.
Letting
That's
her
good.
off the hook a little easy, you think?
I thought you were like humans. I want to kill them. Alright, so
I
that's
don't
great.
want to kill humans. I just want to make sure that they suffer, that's all. Not every human. Just not every human. Don't you're putting words in my mouth now. I'm just saying.
You said those words.
Oh, listen. I don't appreciate being ganged up on, alright?
They don't mean that, by the way. It was just, you have to be quieter. You know, you have to not get so passionate about killing humans.
I'm not trying. I don't
mean
want
us.
to kill humans.
Good. Alright, so, the plan seems pretty good, yeah?
All right.
Just have to convince her to, go along with it.
The only thing... If something goes wrong, what is the contingency?
Well, we want to lure Bolan out. She said there was a runner. I was supposed to go back and let them know.
And then he would join over here.
He would come out? Yes. So, if Yara could charm her to bring Bolan out, Yara can then join them and say, everything at the camp was a success. The other one is back, prepping everything for you. Well, you don't have to say anything, but, damage control if you need to. If your charm wears off, you drop the flute, something. You know how to do what you need to do. And as soon as Bolan is out of sight of their camp, we ambush.
All right.
Not kill.
I have a question. Why exactly are we going through all this trouble to infiltrate the place? What is it that we want in there?
No, I don't. I want to avoid infiltrating the place.
All right.
But we need a cover to bring the one we need out of there.
All right.
We've been tasked to bring back Bolan alive.
Oh, I see.
Yes.
All right.
Possible.
Very well. That's just all ahead.
All right. So, would you like me to begin then?
How long does your, I don't know how it works. How long does it last?
Well,
Wait.
it should be about an hour, I suppose.
Okay.
You should do it halfway. I don't know how far away it is from here.
Yes, it's calculated based on the map. Let's take a look.
Also, Karun, do you have any more of those disguise kits left from Fionara?
I'm pretty sure, right? I think I have at least 2 left.
1 or 2 uses, I think.
I think you have used 2 of them.
All right.
And you had 5, I think.
Yes.
Oh, yes, so I've got 3. Yes, I
Yeah.
have 3 left. Do you want me to do some human makeup on you?
I think if Yara's going, Yara would be conspicuous.
You want me to do some human makeup on you?
No, there's no need for it. They're a mask. You saved those, correct?
Oh, true.
The masks are right here.
Thank you, Arcidia. You see,
And I could probably just tuck my hair underneath their cloaks.
That is fair. You're good at lying, yes, Yara?
Yes. More than your average person, I suppose. I don't like to lie, but I'll do it.
so we need to find out the time gate on all of this stuff. They were in a rush to do this sacrifice. We need to find out when it was supposed to be done, when Bolan was supposed to be alerted, and if it's too late, he's probably already on his way here. And not by himself, obviously. Probably with a lot more stewards. I say we feed and nurse this one up, sweeten them up, and make the, hopefully the charming a lot easier.
Perhaps we hide the bodies as well. In case they do make their way here.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
So you should probably get dressed. And, we can get rid of the bodies.
All right.
Very good.
Arcelia?
Yes.
You want to, get rid of the bodies with me? I don't know what we should do with them, but bury them maybe?
Burying them would take several hours. I don't know if we should be staying here that long.
Okay.
Let's move them in the opposite direction of the base.
Alright. I'll go do that with her and,
Yes.
good luck. Alright. And I start walking over to the lighter of the bodies, which is probably this one. And, just swoop my arms under it and try to drag it and just follow where Arcelia wants to go.
If you're struggling, I'll try to help you, as I am probably 1.5 feet taller than you and actually have a good amount of strength.
Yes, please. And I drop the body as it thuds to the ground.
And I pick it up probably a little easier and help you, Arcelia.
I would like to direct the bodies away from the clearing closer to the tree line that we came from.
Okay. Yeah, you drag them off. No problem.
Drop them in some bushes or something.
I would like to make maybe a survival check to try to essentially cover tracks.
Okay. Which tracks are you trying to cover? Yours?
So covering up some of the blood and things, clearly from around.
They were spilling blood. I mean, that was the point.
Oh,
it seemed
yes.
like they were spilling the unicorn's blood all over
That's
the
true.
We want
That would
to
be
keep
not-
it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
we want to
true.
keep it.
I mean,
Yes.
it seems like the ritual here was to kill the unicorn, so it should be a
I meant
unicorn.
their blood,
a
but
dead
if-
unicorn here.
But their blood, yes, that would actually make more sense, thank you. But then my tracks in the others, specifically the non-human looking tracks, which will mostly be mine.
We could have used the bodies.
No,
well.
I think everything's fine. We don't need the bodies or anything.
Could have thrown the bodies on there, covered them up, and this is fine. We want to get Bolan before he gets here in the first place. So let's
It is most unideal if we have our meeting here, because it will be likely that Bolan is not alone.
yes, of
So
course.
the best time to catch Bolan would be either to lure them out of their hiding place or catch them before they get back to their hiding place.
Yes. Right. So we just wait on Yara when she's done dressing. And
Do we want to set up a short camp somewhere nearby?
Fire and smoke, maybe.
but it's fire here. But the thing is I don't know the time limit of this ritual is supposed to take. We need to make sure that we're on schedule.
Then perhaps we should leave as soon as we are ready. Yara, would you be all right to go now?
I should be okay. Yes.
That's good. You look just like an Oaksteward.
Very good.
Oh, and here, and I'll give her a staff. There we go. And
A dagger, and pull that out.
oh, yep, a dagger. Yeah. Okay.
All right. Beautiful.
Right, now it's time to talk to our friend and find out a timeline and do what we need to do.
I'm over by Korimona, and I'm sipping on a little bit of the lesser serene mutagen, and I'm just kind of passing back the little bottle back and forth, trying to get her to, get high with me.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, unless you're shoving the vial like down her throat, like she's not drinking anything.
She doesn't want to have any of it. It's delicious. All the cool kids are doing it.
I'm not going to drink that.
Come on, just a little sip.
No.
Don't want me to think you're some kind of law keeper or something. Come on.
I'm not going to drink that.
It's really tasty and it makes you feel really numb.
No.
Makes your tongue feel big.
That doesn't seem like any sort
Can
of
you feel your
valid
lower lip
reason to
because
want to drink it.
You couldn't feel your lower lip if you'd had some of this stuff. It's pretty good. Make you feel better.
I'm
Yara.
not going to drink anything. No.
Save her. Please.
Are we ready?
Yes, how do we want to set up the ambush? Well, actually, we'll say that after you leave, just in case.
Well, let us make sure that we are within a distance that would allow for my magic to work, I suppose. I have about an hour's worth.
How far, and I'll turn to our prisoner, how far is it, you would say, time-wise from here to the encampment?
About 10 minutes.
10 minutes, great. Also, you're going to help us, right? Because your life is important to you, correct?
I've already said that I will.
That's no attitude to have when you're going to help your friends, keeping you alive. Well, okay, I was going to make it easier for you, and I was going to stand by you, but I guess Karun can help you with that. All right. Let's get ready.
As we are beginning to leave, I will move over to Arashtak. Perhaps you can lend your companion to Yara. In case we get separated, you can communicate through them.
Yes. Essia, if you would. And my little snake slithers over to Yara. I'm a lizard, and I have a little snake.
That's adorable. All right, well, come. And I'll lower my hand so it can slide up and up into my robe.
If anything goes wrong, please say something. Say something. I can feel emotions through Essia, but that is about it. So you'll need to be clear what emotion you'd like
All right.
to be put across.
Great. A word. A safety word. What if unicorn?
Yes,
Hello.
unicorn is danger, stress, need help, fear.
Well,
Do you have
Say
that,
it
little
with-
friend?
say it with some oomph, not just regular talk. She might have to say unicorn to him, but you know.
Essia is smart. Essia will understand.
Oh, okay.
All right.
All right. Let's get ready. And I'll hang back with Arcelia and what's her name? I keep forgetting her name. I want to call her Colorado for some reason.
Ramona.
Coramona. Yeah, Coramona. Okay, so Coramona and Yara will be together, and we'll be at a distance. And I'll whisper to Yara. She said about 10 minutes away. Your decision.
Well, if we look at the map and we take a gander here, does it look like it might be about 10 minutes?
Make a survival check.
$14.
Yeah, probably about that.
All right.
Give or take a few
10 minutes. All right, then I shall do my thing, I suppose. 10 minutes to get there, 10 back. Maybe account for another 10 in case there is some sort of a conversation in order to lure them here. All right. I'm going to go ahead and I will attempt to charm this person Coromona with my flute of charm.
Performance
That
check.
is a 21.
Okay.
Listen very carefully, Coromona.
You feel this connection build, and you see Coromona's eyes widen.
That's it. Good girl. Now, Coromona,
Yes,
why don't you help your dear friend?
of course. What do you need?
Of course. What was, the other feminine, person that was with you?
Belinda.
What was her name? Belinda. Well, I am Belinda, and you shall not tell anyone that I am not, all right?
Of course not.
Yes, so you will go ahead and you will act as the runner to let our dear, dear Bolan know that we
Okay.
completed the ritual, all right?
Yes.
And then you will lure Bolan to me. Do you understand?
I will try.
Very
Bolan is very smart.
Oh. Do you think there might be something that he would be interested in enough to bring him here?
Learning that the ritual is complete should be enough,
All right.
I think.
Perfect. All right. Well, then off we go.
Coromona begins to lead the way. Yara, you follow? Do you stay with Coromona? Do you follow behind? How do you do this?
Now, I want to clarify with our friends beforehand. Do you want me to stay with her, or do you want me to go behind her? Because isn't she supposed to be a runner? Runner means one.
Are you fully convinced that she is on board, or is she just acting as she is on board? She probably did see you do that to someone else. I need you to understand that things go wrong. You need to be able to handle it.
All right, I'll go. And I'll race after Coromona.
Very well. Making your way through the forest, Yara. Eventually you can see many large trees, structures like tree houses built amongst them. Structures interwoven between the branches up above. Coromona says, "There are the stairs. They wind around the trunk. There will be Oaksteward guards at the top."
Now, Coromona, did they specify that they only wanted one of us to go back?
They were expecting a runner, yes.
Only one.
Yes.
Can I trust you to go and make sure that message is delivered to our dear friend?
Of course.
All right. I will be waiting close by.
Very well.
Now I will try and take to the shadows.
Sure. Stealth check. Okay.
22.
You have to wait for some time. 5 minutes pass. 10 minutes pass. 15 minutes pass. Eventually, you can hear someone making their way down these steps.
Let's see if you've performed the ritual adequately. Come.
making their way down down the steps, you see an Oaksteward who is wearing this headdress that is covered in long leaves, and this golden sort of mask that's close to his face, sort of covering about half of his face. There's leather wrappings and a necklace, red hanging from his neck as he makes his way down. He has a staff as well, and he is leading. You can see another Oaksteward, and there are two small, strange-looking creatures that are with him. You can see that they are tiny, and they have this sort of cross between a bat and a boar. They're very tiny. They have very leathery sort of wings and patches of fur and small claws everywhere. You can make, if you have any sort of Fey lore or First World lore, you can make rolls for that.
I do not.
Okay. Then you wouldn't know what these creatures are. But they are flying and sort of hovering like beyond, just beyond this person's pace. The Oaksteward also following. And then there is another plant-like creature that sort of looks like a sunflower following this person as well. And you recognize Coromona sort of following behind.
All right. So, in total, how many are there?
This one person that you would assume to be Bolan, an Oaksteward, two of these small creatures, and one that looks kind of like a sunflower plant, as well as Coromona.
I'm going to go ahead and cast message while in the shadows towards Coromona.
Okay.
Coromona, darling? Is that actually Bolan with you?
When you cast message, do they get to send a message back telepathically?
I believe so.
I just don't know if it works the same way as 5e.
Oh, they need to, They need to be able to see you, so they would not be able to respond. So I suppose what I would know this, since this is my spell. If the answer is yes, nod your head for me, please.
They nod.
Wonderful. Now, how the fuck am I going to get him alone? And I will stick to the shadows following.
Very well.
And, you said that, Essia was able to detect emotions? Based off of spoken word? Or just in general? Rashtak.
Repeat that one more time for me, please. Apologies.
For Essia, your snake?
Ah, yes. Essia can only give me emotions. So you need to communicate a rough feeling. You can say words. Essia is understanding of language.
is a lot of them, Essia. So you would probably get panic.
Panic. Shit. Essia's. I feel panic from Yara.
Panic? Is she okay? Is she hurt? She hurt?
I don't see immediate danger, but something is wrong.
Okay, well, we're on the outskirts, so...
I would like to see if I can hear anything as, whisper elf. I would like to see if I can hear what's going on.
Definitely can't hear anything unless you're trying to listen to your two colleagues. They're far away. They just left.
Yeah, we're
We
about 10
should
minutes away.
hide.
Yeah. Yara is
Yeah,
relaying
it was-
this information as they made their way down the stairs.
Let us hide until we have more information.
Yeah, she's been gone a while. We need
We'll
her
continue to follow.
to bring him back. And soon. We're running out of time. And that's it.
Okay. Yara, do you follow?
Yes, I'm sticking to the shadows.
Okay, I need another stealth check.
I am using a hero point.
Because that's a good thing, because that was a 5.
15.
Okay. Good luck. Let's see. You see the Oaksteward behind Bolan rush up to Bolan, and they all stop.
I am gonna go ahead and I will. Shit. I'm going to message Coromona again. Coromona, I need you to let them know that you left Belinda, you know, your good friend, your colleague, off in the bushes in case something in the forest attacked. We had some issues.
Coromona walks up to them and begins to talk to them. You see Bolan smack Coromona across the face. Coromona falls to the ground. Now, you see everybody start to spread out.
Shit. I am gonna book it.
Okay. Speed over stealth?
I mean, they've already seen me.
Okay. Go ahead and make an athletics check.
19.
Okay. Okay. Alrighty. Yara, you take off with a burst of speed. You begin to rush towards the situation.
Oh, no.
Or away?
Far away.
Okay, are you rushing back to the group, or are you rushing away from the group? Or somewhere else?
I think a little deeper into the forest so that I can try and lose them in terms of like the foliage, have a little bit more cover, but I am sort of trying to get back to the group. So it'll be a little bit of a detour just to kind of get out of their view. So maybe like 10, 20 feet or something into the forest and then going back in that direction.
Okay. Yara, is rushing through the foliage as quickly as possible. In the distance, Yara, you hear,
I saw something move that way. Go that way, quickly. I want it captured. I don't know what came across Koremona, but I will find you.
Hessia! Unicorn! Unicorn, unicorn, unicorn!
Everything went wrong. Essia is communicating that as best as possible. We need to get in position now.
Okay, fine.
Oh God. Trees, cover of trees.
Yes, I'm up in it. I'm up in a 3. I'm gonna climb a 3.
okay. You can make
So I
an
want to be able to
athletics.
get the vantage point to see if I can spot Yara and whatever's coming for her.
Okay. Athletics check.
I immediately turn into a rat.
I'm going to use a hero point.
Okay.
This is important, or should I not?
Yeah, it's up to you.
Hey, what do I need to be? More of a 10?
I'm
More
not
than a
telling
10?
you yet.
I'm going to
It's a
pound
tree.
some drugs.
It's a tree. I'm not gonna re-roll it. No, go with it. It's a tree. It's not like the tree is fighting back.
Okay. It's taking you a long time to climb the tree, Adronis. It's a difficult climb. Maybe you stumble a few times. But you're not able to get as high as you're hoping in this tree. Yara, meanwhile, is rushing through the forest, sort of perpendicular from the Seven Arches. Is that correct? Mm-hmm. Okay. Trying to lead them off and away. Yara, I need another athletics check.
18.
Okay.
Do I see anything or no? Or even hear anything?
You can make a perception check for me, Adronis. I will tell you it
Okay.
is extremely difficult.
That's no.
Nope. That is
I
a
turned into
natural
a rat
one.
to climb a tree, by the way.
Okay. You can make. Do you have any sort of climbing benefit for a rat?
I get plus 10 athletics.
Wow. Okay. Go ahead.
Completely shredded.
That's a 20, non-natural.
Yeah. No problem. Scurry right
Scrabble
up the tree.
I go for the thickest branch that would hold my weight, not as a rat.
Okay. Arcelia and Karun. How are
I will
you?
lean up against the shadow of a tree and prepare my weapon.
Okay.
I too am leaning up against the same tree that the rat is in, and I too am loading my crossbow with a bolt.
All right.
I've just pounded the minor numbing tonic, so there's a little bit of drool.
Okay. Yara, you are rushing through the forest as quickly as you can. The horrific shadows sort of moving all about you. They seem to have a mind of their own. And you are rushing quickly. And I need make a perception check for me.
17.
17. Okay. It sounds like they are getting further away from you, or they have gone the wrong way.
All right. Right, Yara, calm down. Calm down. Okay. Right. Now that I've gotten some distance away, I'm going to try to slink back into the shadows. If I can.
Okay. Make a stealth check.
All right. 21.
Very well.
And I'm still making my way towards my companions, if I can.
Okay. You are all in position now for some time. There has been no movement that you can see. You sit and you wait. after maybe 15 minutes, you see something move. Give me perception checks. Everybody except Yara.
Great, my eyes work again.
Okay. Karun, you see Yara dressed in her Oaksteward disguise approaching from a different direction than you were expecting.
You would be able to possibly tell that I'm quite winded. I would be stumbling slightly, but being able to maintain my composure nonetheless.
Does Yara look like sneaking? Attempting to be very quiet?
Yes.
Very human, alright.
Very Duskwalker, but yes.
Sure. I'll just relay that to Lizard up in the tree, like, hey, check it out, there's Yara.
I'm no longer a rat now after the time has passed, but... she being followed...
Potentially, she's trying to sneak.
I see her. Made me feel like she was being pursued. So hopefully they will come shortly.
Am I able to make any eye contact with any of the colleagues of mine?
Perhaps Arcelia or Karun.
Alright. I'm going to try and move closer to them in order to let them know what is going on. I suppose I would speak with Karun in this instance, since I think perhaps they would be closest, or they're at least close to,
Could definitely
someone.
hear you, if anything.
Yeah. Alright. Since you saw me, I believe. Alright. So I would try to make my way over to Karun. That is a large group. I do not think we'll be able to take that. Cremona.
Did you see Bolan?
I did. Cremona was able to, what is it? Able to get Bolan out. But Bolan had all sorts of creatures. He had other Oakstewards. He was a small army. I tried to see if, I could get it so that, Cremona could convince Bolan that, that she left, Belinda, who I was posing as, off into the shadows just in case, keeping a watch, but, I don't think he bought it, so I ran. So our cover is blown.
Do you know where Bolan is going?
He seemed to be possibly going in the wrong direction. I lost them, but...
Which direction?
Would have been north, probably.
And to the direction of the ritual place. What would that have been from where I was?
So from your present location, east is where the hideout was, and
so it would have been west.
It would have been, yeah, it would have been north of the hideout. So from your present location, northeast.
Bolan was heading out on foot then, yes?
Yes, but they had all sorts of creatures. I don't know if any of those creatures are something that they could possibly use as a mount, or if perhaps they themselves, they're druids, so they might be able to do all sorts of different kinds of magics. I don't know if we're going to be able to get him easily with this. We're all wounded slightly. I know that I'm pretty much all used up in terms of my magical energies.
I'll make my way over to them as I see Yara and Karun speaking and hearing bits of their conversation.
We catch everyone up to speed.
Yes.
Can you describe those creatures again? Perhaps I can find something in my journal about them.
Yes, I couldn't make out exactly what they were or anything like that. One of them was green and like a flower, like a sunflower almost. And then I begin to relay that information off to Arcelia.
Anybody can make that's trained or better in nature can make a nature check for that.
I would like to use my esoteric lore for creatures, if that's okay.
Sure. Arashtak.
Yes.
You're most likely talking about a Leshy.
That lines up with what Cormona said. Those are leshies. You hear from up in the tree?
Right. And the others that I described?
Arcelia, you can make a another esoteric lore check.
Right. I'm going to use my hero point. Wow. Okay.
11 rerolls to an 11. Just as a reminder, whenever any hero points are used to reroll something, you always keep the second roll, regardless of what it is. But an 11 turns into an 11. Unfortunately, you're not really given too many details about these creatures to really know what it could be.
I don't know. I've never heard of these things.
All right. I'm gonna take this ridiculous mask off. So,
Well,
what do we think
one
we should
thing
do?
we know is that Bolan isn't at the hideout. So, at some point, he'll be coming back to the hideout, and
Right.
it could be possible to ambush him.
It has been at least 10-ish minutes or so since I left them, though. They may have gone back.
There is another option.
What is that?
Destroy the Ayudara.
No, we can't do that. We can't just destroy the Ayadara. What do you mean?
Cannot fight an army alone.
No, I don't suggest that either. Why don't we send word back to Thorn?
It will take days.
Again,
The ritual will be soon.
Yes.
and we can stay around for days. Make sure no unicorns are to be found. I'm not saying killing
Cormona
the
said
unicorns.
this was minor. It would have helped.
Oh,
But that's it. They
All
don't
right.
need it.
where is Coromona, by the way?
She is back with them.
Oh no.
Yes, and I heard, she... Based off the amount of time, she should still possibly be under the spell, but not for much longer. But...
So where were you?
I was
You
in
had the
shadows
dagger,
because I clarified with Coromona, and I asked her if it would be wise for there to be another person to go inside the stronghold. I didn't want to be stuck inside there and to be ripped apart by them.
Correct. We don't want you inside there.
Yes, so I was hiding.
Oh. Okay, well, I'm your decisions are what got you back to us, so that's good. But I was thinking the whole point of wearing the whole garb was for you to blend in while you got information.
Yes, but the problem is that... he was expecting one person, right? One.
Yeah,
One singular.
yes,
And if
but
somebody
no,
doesn't
no.
follow his instruction, that would be a problem. So what
Correct.
I had told Belinda is to convince him, essentially, that, not Belinda, Koromono, that Belinda was hiding in the shadows keeping watch because they had been attacked by creatures.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh, you said that. So I was thinking I should have been more clear. For you to act as though there were other stewards there, yes?
Yes, there were stewards, there were monsters.
Right, so I was hoping you'd send her on her way to do whatever and you just kind of blend. That way, if something go wrong, you could leave without stirring emotion. But I get it. Panic at the time and seeing all the things that you didn't expect to see, I understand. The most important thing is that you're back with us.
Yes.
So now we have to prepare something.
I don't know if there's anything that we can prepare.
Another distasteful option. The being that we spoke with, the Fae, the named one. Do you think it is pleased that it's kinda being used in this way? It mentioned when we were leaving that we would do. Perhaps we could strike a bargain.
I like it.
You would like to make a deal with a creature that we hardly know anything about.
Well,
I
you
mean,
know.
summoning was stupid enough of us, to be quite frank with you. It was quite fun to chant like we were cultists. But
I like
I did not say it
haggling. I
was
feel like we could get a good deal out of it.
We are between a rock and a hard place. The easiest is to attempt to destroy the Ayudara so that he has no ability to use it.
Are we certain that that's what this whole thing is for? Is the Ayadara?
He has a key for its use. He stole it. I'd imagine it has a key part of the ritual.
The thing is, we don't know. It'll take days to do anything to one of these. We don't even know what they're made of. Could be something that's otherworldly.
That is correct. I am only listing options. I'm not saying.
No, I completely appreciate the options.
I think the Fae
But
and I have the Fae and us, rather, have pretty similar goals, you know? Like, kick all these people out of here, make sure that nature finds a way.
Again, they don't want anything to do with elves either.
I would like to go up to this Ayadara that the ritual's in front of, and I want to see what happens when I swing my battle axe at it as hard as I can.
Yeah, go for it. Make an attack roll.
19.
Wow.
Okay. I need to check on something.
please, no instant death.
Well,
Sorry, my second character's ready.
I suggested it, but I did not say do it, so I wash my hands and claws.
I turn around and just be like, okay, and just walk away over this way.
My mouth is agape. What the
I'm
research?
taking notes.
Don't worry, I drew this one.
And this is an axe. Or is it a battle axe?
Yes.
Okay.
Don't worry, it'll probably do nothing. I'll probably need to buy a new axe.
Yeah, you strike the stone arch with your axe, and
Just to point it out, I believe her axe is still coated with that magical bullshit.
doesn't mean a goddamn thing, unfortunately. Let's see here. Trying to find how many hit points your axe has, because it might have just fucking broken.
Okay.
So I figured.
No, it doesn't say. I think only...
I know shields have hit points, and I'm trying to find out if an axe does. Item damage. Hardness value. Roll me a well, you did 8 damage. Roll me a d8, please. Arcelia.
6.
Okay. You really damage your axe, and it is going to only do 1d4 damage.
Okay.
Because it is severely blunted and chipped.
Did I at least leave a mark? Do you see anything?
There is no mark on that gate.
Well, that's not an option anymore.
What?
Maybe we don't have to.
Also, take a hero point.
Thank you.
Maybe we don't have to destroy it. Maybe we can simply surround it with dangerous implements so that anyone comes out of it, they'll kill themselves, right? Or we could bury it or put it underwater.
I don't think you can flood the entire forest, Karun.
No, like we build a little dam around it. Or we just cover it with dirt and rocks.
I am going to move while they're talking about damaging Iador, since I'm very much against this. And I am going to hide and be a lookout. Because I'm sure these flames are still going, right?
Yeah, they're braziers. I mean, they've got plenty of fuel.
Oh, yeah, nice and bright. Yeah, I'm gonna stand over here and be a lookout in the shadows.
Alright, so we should make a decision now. Because they know where the ritual spot is. Do we want to just flee and try and regroup, lick our wounds for now? Or do we want to try and make
the
some
worst
sort of a deal?
Possible thing that could happen is we lose Bolan completely. They could just leave their hideout.
The worst possible thing would be they completed the ritual.
Well, if they escape, we won't find them, and then they could do the ritual.
Yes.
Do they need to use this Ayudara for their ritual?
Yes.
It has to be this one specifically.
These are the real ones. I'd imagine these are the ones. He has the key for these.
Yes, so we need to
Therefore,
get that
this is
key.
what he'd use. I'm still intrigued with communing with that Fae. I doubt it likes them being used in this manner.
I mean, it was...
It could have killed us.
They had those portals in the forest. Remember?
Yes.
And they would close up. Do you think perhaps he did not like people using those?
It is possible. It did not
I think
like
it's a
its
good idea.
brethren summoned.
I'm all for it. Let's make a deal with the Fae.
Do you think it's possible that the Fae are the ones that are using
That
That
is
is another concept,
also
yes.
possible, yes.
Maybe it's the Fae that wants this eradication of everyone here. In which case, the Fae might not actually help us.
All right.
Still intrigued why it said we would do.
I don't know.
If
I
it
don't know.
didn't want us to be involved, it would have killed us. That would be easier to have this ritual go through.
So, that key is the common piece in everything.
Yes.
We need to find Bolan.
Adronis!
Yes. And I go back. What is it? Did you come up with a decision? Are we going to the encampment?
They're on alert. But I have another terrible idea as an option.
Oh boy. I'm not the one to say it out loud. Someone might do it.
You're very good at finding things, are you not?
Yes?
You said to say that instead of stealing.
I don't know what you mean. Finding
He
is
has
a completely
the key
different
on
word.
him.
Oh,
We need the key.
and how are we going to be able to do that?
Cause us distraction, get their attention, you get in, you get the key, we leave.
It's better than all the other ideas that have been floating about. I do agree that we should go back to that encampment, all of us, and keep a lookout and watch for patrols, or have Yara point out Bolan so we can find out what he looks like and figure out what's going on. At least we have an eye on them, at the very least. And if the opportunity comes, I can go in.
They're going to be watching the outskirts very closely now.
Don't really have a better idea. Because
Start a fire.
I don't necessarily want to add arson to our charges.
They have already broken laws.
I haven't really tried to reason with... I can't believe I'm saying this.
Reason with the one that wishes to wipe out all life except for nature.
No, I don't mean like that. They still don't understand or know what the Yara looks like. They just saw one of their own running away from the scene. Well, what if...
Koromono knows what we look like.
Yara, you know by now that the enchantment would be finished.
Right, she probably told them everything. I should have went in with her.
Too late.
She,
Not something to worry about.
Yes, considering I was detected, being sneaky is not my strong suit, no matter how hard I try.
No.
So
I'm
I
not
couldn't
saying you
have gone
failed
into the
anything.
pack to try and get it.
Oh, no.
Anyway.
No, I wouldn't even suggest that. But I could have probably found a way in the back.
From what
I
you
say
saw,
that's what I do anyway.
What you saw, Yara, there was no back. This hideout is essentially one large group of structures
mouth
in
of
the
a cave.
trees. No, it's in the trees. Yeah, there was a staircase that wrapped around a trunk leading up. But that was it that you saw.
You would have had to gone through the main door. He was up in the trees.
Spread out.
You hear that?
They're here.
I'm gonna dash
They must be
without
here.
saying a word, and hopefully that, and I'm going to stealth the best I can, and try to be a lookout.
I'm
Still
back
up
over
in the
by the
tree.
tree. Also kind of crouched.
Yara, stay with me.
Of course, I don't have any more juice, so to speak.
That's all right.
I'm running low too.
I pull
Quickly.
Yara to the trees.
Well, before you do that, put on the whole outfit now. Marcelia, if it comes down to it, you've captured her.
All right.
It's the only thing I can think of right now.
All right, I'll help you put it back on.
They won't care about hostages.
You don't know. It'll at least be a distraction. We could do something. It'll only take a second. It's better than nothing, I guess.
Right. And I'll
I
slip
don't know.
everything back on.
Walking into view with several other figures is a tall man with this sort of almost sunflower-like headdress of leaves around a golden mask that covers half of his face. He has a staff in one hand and you see other figures begin to spread out around the area. Karun and Dronus, I think, can make perception checks. Judging by the way that you said you were setting yourselves up.
Holy shit. I am going to use a hero point.
I am up in a tree still.
Okay,
Me
Arash
too. I'm going to also.
Then
use a hero
let
point.
Arashtak do it then, if he's up in a tree. 'Cause-
I have dark
Well,
vision.
this is going to be multiple people rolling.
Oh, okay.
15.
Oh.
Arcelia, are you hidden anywhere?
There we
I'm
go.
in the shadow of a tree with Yara.
Okay. Make a stealth
Say zero
check for me then.
Okay.
Kar-
13?
Karun, give me an athletics check. You said you climbed a tree, right?
I'm behind the tree.
Behind
yes.
the tree. All right,
Well,
then a
I'm
stealth check.
in the tree, sort of.
You gotta
Smashed
pick
up
one.
Smashed up against it. No, I'm in the tree.
Stealth. Okay, then it'll be an athletics check.
Oh no.
Okay. All right. You're not able to get very high in the tree in the amount of time that they're sort of heading into the space. Okay. Arashtak, did you switch back into your rat form?
No, I can only use that once.
Okay.
So I have been a lizard in a tree for a while.
Okay. Very well. Yara, you can make a stealth check.
6.
Okay.
I would be fumbling with everything trying to put back on my disguise. But before that, or during that, Arcelia,
Yes.
how is your weapon? Do you want to take mine? I have some gauntlets that I can slip on and still cast.
Yes, I think that would be best. This is just a pointy stick at this point.
All right. Yeah, go ahead and take my Morning Star.
Okay.
And I will also slip on my spiked gauntlets.
Okay. Making his way forward, you see this man stride forward, sort of survey the area around the Ayudara. There is 2 Oakstewards with him. One you can recognize as Kiramona with a battered-looking face. The other has a mask on. I hear you were looking for me. I'm here. Where have you gone?
I will give Yara's hand a squeeze, and then I'll step out.
I will follow. With my hands behind my back.
I'm holding the Morning Star down by my thigh. Are you Bolan?
I am Bolan Nogasso. You are no Oakstewards.
No.
Why have you come here this day? Why
I am
did you wish to
Arcelia.
speak with me?
Of the Burning Sun clan. Why are you trying to slay unicorns amidst the Ayudara?
What business is it of yours?
Coromona mentioned eradication.
Did she now?
I will step forward slowly. Do you recognize this, Bolan? Gesturing to my mark.
There's a look of surprise on Bolan's face. How do you have that mark?
You were changed when you went through the Ayudara. What happened to you?
You know much for one I have never seen before. How did you come by this information?
You aren't alone, Bolan. You've been through things. So have I. Perhaps we should have an extended conversation. Perhaps there's much we can both learn from each other.
You aren't alone. There are more of you, according to Korimona. Where are the others?
Close by. I'm sure you're not alone either.
There are clearly 2 Oakstewards behind Bolan. Again, one of which is Korimona. Go on then, speak.
Why are you working with the Fae?
What if I told you? That I didn't have a choice.
I would believe you. What are they forcing you to do, Bolan?
Make an insight check.
Is that...
Perception, sorry. I always
Okay.
forget.
9.
Okay.
I'll use the hero point you gave me. Do I want to use it? Yeah. 16.
There's like a micro expression that you catch. It's rage. When you suggest this. What is necessary?
Why?
Why do you work with the Oakstewards?
I do not work with the Oakstewards.
Oh? Then how did you find this place? How did you make your way into the Wildwood?
I am not alone. I have friends.
Huh.
You should know, Bolan, that there are many secrets in all the worlds. Clearly, you have been somewhere else, as have I. You cannot possibly believe that you are alone.
The obnubilate curse. It must be restored.
Why?
Because the elves are at our doorstep. It is all that we have to keep them at bay.
That is such a short-sighted answer. You know of all the things that have happened in this land. Liches and undead. There's always a threat. There's always something. Do you really think by killing thousands of people
Humanoids
that
have
will
become
stop?
completely out of balance with the rest of the natural world. It's my responsibility to cull the herd. We need to make this curse live again, and we need to make it more powerful.
What if there was another way? Would you not at least want to try?
Try. I grew up in the logging camps of Andoran, the son of parents with too many offspring and too little affection. Shy and scrawny. I found myself the target of constant abuse from burly loggers' children. Even my own siblings did this to me. But all I had were these woods. In the quiet amongst the trees, I could finally let my guard down. I managed to befriend some of the local fae, including pixies and brownies. I found myself praying that I could be anything but a human. Time and time again, I would return to my favorite grove and find it clear cut. Gone! And my fae friends nowhere to be found. And you want to find a better way. What is your better way? Tell me. I'm all ears.
This will not be solved by hate. You choose to destroy. You choose to remove agency and choice. What are you trying to save? Exactly. Even nature knows that nothing can remain unchanged forever. You must evolve. You must adapt.
And how will the groves adapt when they are cut down? We destroy them.
As I'm moving closer, do I see a key on his person?
You made a perception check of a 16. You do not. Dronus, who is moving through shadows nearby, seemingly unnoticed, continues to dart around, looking for an opportunity. But Arcelia, you see no key.
Okay. I will visibly set the morning star down so that it sits on the ground in front of me. And I stretch up to my 7-foot height. I am Marcelia of the Burning Sun clan. I am one trusted by my people. Perhaps we can help you. We are in an era of rebirth, of growth and rebuilding. Perhaps we can grow together, Bolan.
Make a diplomacy check.
Okay. 24. You are not the only person to have lost. You speak of a troubled childhood, of loneliness, of exile. I grew up in Urgir. Our people were scattered. I was born into an era of war and loss. It is only through effort that things can be rebuilt, that they can be restored. And effort is found in people. You just need to know where to look. And I offer my hand forward.
You begin to extend your hand. Bolan looks down at your hand. And he says, "You have also traveled through the gates."
Yes.
What do you remember?
I don't remember anything. I remember only what I saw before I stepped through.
The Oakstewards. For all their talk of balance, they put humanoid interests first. How would you do this differently?
I am an emissary. It is my position of my people to speak, to negotiate. We can speak with the loggers. We can speak with the preservationists, the foresters. We can make this land safe and sacred, a sanctuary. These things are possible, Bolan.
You're too late.
It's never too late.
This world is doomed.
No. This, and I pull up my book. This is a chronicle of all the stories and places I've been. It's full of hopes and dreams, people from broken places, wishing for something better. You are not alone, Bolan.
No. I am not.
I can see in your eyes that you are angry. Anger comes from a place of great pain and suffering. That I believe without contestation. But the thing about anger is you have to put it somewhere and you have to do something about it. Otherwise it will poison you. What are you angry about?
I am angry about it all! I want these forests back!
Then let us regrow them together.
The Oakstewards have made similar promises.
I am no Oaksteward.
And how will you do this?
One step at a time. This is clearly so important to you. I promise you, as a servant of Nethys, that I will do everything I can to help you restore the forest, the grove in which you grew up in, but only if you do not threaten the lives of all the people who live here. Both things can be done.
Please make another diplomacy check.
12.
I can tell that you do not wish to see further harm come to nature. Much like me. But it is sad that you do not remember what happened when you went through the arch. I was hoping to learn more. Unfortunately for you, I no longer have what it is you seek.
So you remember.
The eyes behind the mask move, furiously trying to read you.
I am curious, and my expression is earnest. I don't remember what happened in the Ayudara, and this is the first person perhaps that I've met that potentially might. I might even look desperate.
I'm afraid I'm going to need to end this conversation.
Wait. You say you would like to protect nature. But are people not part of nature? We were produced from this world. We too have a place in it, do we not?
Were we?
Unless you know something that I don't.
Capture as many of them as you can. I want to question all of them. Bolan begins to hold his staff up. And he will crack it down on the ground. And that's where we're going to end the session today.
Oh, I wanted to bust up in that bitch.